one of the hardest things to explain to someone who hasn't shot before is what an angular unit of measurement is.
Yeah.
And you think, why don't you just use like centimeters or inches in a scope? And that's because it doesn't work like that. You're looking through a reticle that at a certain distance a marking will span so much. And if you double the distance, it spans double.
Yeah.
So you have to find a name for those angular units of measurement. And the best way that I've thought about how to describe this, and the best way I can describe it is if you had to like point ahead, and the people on YouTube will see this, but you'll have to just imagine if you're listening. If you point ahead, and then you do like the whole air guitar thing, and you make a circle all the way around.
Yeah.
With 90 degrees being straight up, 45 degrees being there, minus 45 being there. That is your 360-degree circle. And then that's an angular unit of measurement.
Yeah.
You're dividing that up. And looking into it a bit more, let's start with MOA. A minute of angle or minute of arc, is essentially a 60th of a degree. So if you take that 45 degrees, you divide it by 45, you get 1 degree, and then you divide that by 60, that's 1 MOA. It's a small unit.
Yeah, it is.
It makes sense because a minute in time sense is 60 seconds. So it's divided by 60.
Yeah.
And then obviously click value, we normally divide that into quarters, which is something that, if you think about the imperial units, you don't divide inches into tenths, you divide them into quarters. So
yeah, that's right.
it's a bit easier for imperial guys to understand.
Yeah.
And then metric is same thing, it's just using radians instead of minutes of angle.
So it makes sense.